Alright, hi everybody, this is JimLiElevators here on YouTube, and today what you're looking at here is my ThyssenKrupp Halo vandal-resistant elevator button that was given to me by the safety ambassadors that is based in Frisco, Texas. If any one of y'all are interested to get this elevator button piece right here, I'll post a link in the description below. The address is posted on the website if you want to check it out, so that way you can include yourself and just write down their address if you want to be part of the safety ambassadors program to sign up in order to get this button. A lot of the elevator enthusiasts here on YouTube have this elevator button right here, like Julian, also known as Florida Elevators, Eric, EMS 318, Andrew, Diesel Ducey, and so on for like PA Elevators, 22408 Aaron, and so on more and more. I can't remember who else. But anyways, so being that said, we're going to take a close-up view of this button right here. I'm pretty sure every one of y'all have seen this elevator button before. They have been used on a lot of new ThyssenKrupp elevators. Mostly on modernizations, I see this fixture very commonly. And also, they use a California code-compliant version of this elevator button itself. There's somewhere in the photo, see, look in the photo of inside the video screen there. See, this is a video that I took at 24 Greenway Plaza like a few days ago. You see, this is what a California code compliant elevator button looks like. It's a button that sticks out and that's flat on the outside, unlike this one, which is just in arch shaped or oval shape of some sort. I don't know, however I said, but you get the comparison. Another thing regarding this elevator button right here is most of y'all say that this elevator button is mad BS, which perhaps it is somewhere true, but as for ThyssenKrupp, I am not really sure if they call this mad BS, because mainly mad BS fixtures are used on different elevators other than ThyssenKrupp. And I think ThyssenKrupp just called their Halo version of the vandal-resistant button. I'm not really sure about it. If any one of you ThyssenKrupp experts can leave a comment in the video down below, I would really appreciate it, so I would know more about it. So, and also last but not least is this fixture has also been used on a lot of different elevators outside of ThyssenKrupp. See, there's also a version where it has a braille that is concave, and the button itself does not have that oval arch-shaped outside look. Usually they're like a flat, but they're not sticking out, unlike the 24 Greenway Plaza photo that I just showed you a couple of seconds ago, or minutes, I don't know. But also, another thing is I've also seen a Mad BS fixture that looks just like that, which has the concave braille on it, which is a service elevator at the St. Anthony Hotel in San Antonio that used to be a Dover. Then it was modded by Schindler 6400NA. After I cover that up, we will flip this over to the back. See, this right here is the back side of the button itself. See, there's your ThyssenKrupp name right here, which as you can see right here, says ThyssenKrupp Elevator Americas, which I believe that's an original name right here, until in late 2015 to where they changed their logos, and right now they just call it as ThyssenKrupp Elevator. Now moving back to this button is we're actually going to give this thing a test. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch off the main light right here. And y'all know for Autism Awareness Month. And what color to light up for Autism Awareness Month? Well, you guessed it. That's right, blue. We light it up blue for Autism Awareness. This is run by a 9-volt battery. You see? Light it up blue as we continue. See, we all know that April is Autism Awareness Month, so we'll get one last couple of view of the button blink. See, the button is blink happy. See, look at that. Or actually, the light is blink happy. See? Now we gave this thing a press. we are going to take a look inside of this button right here. So now that I flipped this over once again, we're going to be taking this small screwdriver and we're going to untighten these screws up and open the back plastic cover. Alright, so now that I removed the screws, let's open this thing up. See? This plastic glass just falls on out. Now just to give you a fair warning, please be very careful when you're holding this because this thing is very fragile and it could break real easily if you're not careful with it. So always be very, very careful and hold it gently. Do not bend it or anything because it can break. I'm not even going to even try because I know it could happen. So just like I said, be very, very careful with this. So let's open it up. See, this is what the inside of the ThyssenKrupp elevator button looks like. And as for this right here, this is seen on any elevator that is being installed or modded today. See? This is just your usual MAD BS contact block right here. And this right here is your 9-volt battery pack. So here is a close overview of what the inside of the elevator button looks like. First, we're going to start off by showing off the 9-volt battery pack, or 9-volt battery, I should say. See, this is just your standard 9-volt battery right here. You see, there's your wire that's hooked up onto, and see right here, it is hooked up onto this contact block right here. As for this contact block right here, I've actually seen a video on YouTube from Mad BS Elevator channel. I can't remember their actual name. They actually showed this as well, and they actually done a video of how to remove this, which unfortunately, I honestly do not know how to remove it, and if I did, I don't want to break it or anything. See, if I try to move it like this, see, it wouldn't work. See? It doesn't work. See? I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. I'm not very well at that. I will have to get more details about that, and I'd be happy to show you that on video. So, with that being said, you see right here, this is the contact block that I'm showing right here, and this right here is the diagram on how the wiring is done. And you see to the right, see, look at that. This is DMG. So with that being said, this elevator fixture is made by DMG. So that is why I said that this fixture can be used on any modern elevator that's being installed or modded today. Which is DMG is the company fixture name for Mad BS. Well, I'm not sure about ThyssenKrupp of some or whatever the case is. Now, as I've noticed on here, see this NOC and NC? This is what I learned from Jason, aka STL Elevators, when he wired up that Schindler HT elevator button. This NO stands for naturally open, C stands for closed, and NC is naturally closed. And now here is an overview of the wiring diagram right here. You see? This right here, this play style symbol of how I call it is your LED lamp. And I'm not sure what this circle with the X sign inside there stands for. I think that's for the batteries. I really do not know. But all I can know is this wire right here is the positive wire, and this wire right here is the negative. The positive is the red wire right here. You see how it is hooked up onto? And moving on, let me get this out of the way. You see that black wire above itself, that is the negative wire right here. And then the upper two screws right here are just some extra wires that is tied around like that once the camera will focus. See, it's just looped around like that. And like I said, this right here is your negative, and this right here is your positive. Just like a lot of my elevator wiring tutorial video that I showed you. And moving down is the plug for the battery. And once you hook up on the battery, you press this button, it lights up. Very, very well. Now moving down here is the second part of naturally open and closed. To be honest with you, I don't know much about all this stuff on this side, but all I do know on this side is that is where hooked up to the battery. Maybe my guess would be this is to hook up another elevator button like this one if you have more than one. But since this is a single one, we just use this wire to loop around to the battery pack from the switch itself, which is a lot easier and self-explanatory and simple as well. Before I close it back up, if you want to get a much more detailed view of it, just pause the video right now. And if you have any more thoughts about this elevator button right here, and if you know any more about it, just leave your comments below. If you ask me a question of some sort, I'll do my best to answer, but like I said, I don't know too much about this since I'm not well familiar with electronics and some sort of engineering, unlike people like Jason, aka STL Elevators. So anyways, with that being said, we're going to close it back up and conclude the video. Alright, so I just screwed it back up, and I could easily do this with my bare fingers. This is quite interesting, but if you want to close it up with the screw, make sure to be very careful with it. If you feel it barely moving, just do not tighten it, because if you tighten it too hard, this glass could break, according to what Andrew told me like several years ago. So like I said earlier, you must be very, very careful with this glass right here because it's very fragile, like I already said. So that is all the overview that I showed today of this ThyssenKrupp elevator button. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will end the video by pressing that blue button one more time. See? There you have it. And before I close out the video, I just want to say a huge shout out to ThyssenKrupp Elevator for all the supports they have done for me over the past years when I started my YouTube, and to help on my deepest elevator passion. Not that they have the best qualities. People have different opinions in terms of their elevators, but what I'm more focused on is the friendship, like by people, not the elevator products. People, like what friends do. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and that'll be it.